I already know. I'm about to make so many of the Dak haters mad with this video, but the truth of the matter is, it amazes me how many of you guys are so committed to being so damn ignorant as it pertains to appreciating what you have as a Cowboys fan. You see, ladies and gentlemen, Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes have a lot more in common than what many people are willing to admit. No, I'm not about to sit here and be foolish enough to sit here and act like that Patrick Mahomes and Dak Prescott are on the same level in the playoffs, regular season wise. Hey, the proof is in the pudding. Dak and Pat, they ain't that far apart. Why is this important? Because Cowboys fans need to truly understand that it's very difficult to get a quarterback that's playing to this level, that is either mirroring or surpassing the consensus best quarterback in the league in a ton of different categories. You can see here this interesting comparison over the last 50 starts for both of these guys, and that is a pretty sizable sample size. Essentially, that's the last 3 seasons that we're looking at. Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes have almost identical stat lines. Dak has lost 3 more games than Patrick Mahomes over that same course of time. They threw the same exact amount of passing touchdowns. Dak threw 1 less interception. Interesting, since the narrative about this guy this whole time is the fact that he's inaccurate and he can't protect the football. But a lot of those narratives get shut down if you actually just do a little bit of footwork and realize that Dak Prescott is literally one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history. The numbers support that. His trajectory is literally that of a Hall of Famer. The only thing that Dak Prescott is missing is 1 solid playoff run. You get to the Super Bowl, hell, you win a Super Bowl. Oh, Dak Prescott is undoubtedly going to go down as one of the best quarterbacks of this generation, and it's going to completely flip just like that. Passer rating, Dak is actually beating Patrick Mahomes over the last 3 seasons. Yards per attempt, Dak has a slight edge there as well, which means this isn't just dink and dunk passing, and the slight edge on yards per attempt and the even bigger edge on completion percentage is very telling. Dak Prescott is indeed one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the entire league. Not only that, but there are a variety of statistics that you can look at that'll prove to you that he is exactly what you want out of that position. He just needs some damn help from his defense. Now, we looked at this statistic on one of my videos earlier this week, but I want to bring this back for this segment because it's important. Where Dak ranks among all-time quarterbacks. Pass completion percentage, he's 4th. Adjusted net yards per pass attempt, he's 7th all time. Pass interception percentage, he's 9th all time. Passer rating, he's 5th all time. He has a top 5 NFL passer rating in the history of the game. Touchdown to interception ratio, he's 6th. And then, of course, one of the most damning statistics that you're probably going to find anywhere on the internet that really shows the root cause of Dak Prescott's playoff performances, since everyone likes to make playoff performances an individual stat specifically for the quarterbacks, as if there aren't 21 other guys that are starting on either side of the ball, whether it be offense and defense, and we're not even talking about special teams. But yeah, other quarterbacks' playoff records where their defense allows 30+ points. Tom Brady is 2-3. Aaron Rodgers is 1-5. Peyton Manning is 2-4. Those are the only guys that have actually won under those circumstances. And obviously, Patrick Mahomes has actually won quite a few of those games under that circumstance. But Drew Brees, Joe Montana, Brett Favre, John Elway, Ben Roethlisberger, listen to those names. Those are all the quarterbacks who were not able to will their team to a championship or will their team to a victory when their defense completely laid down and spread an eagle. But you guys expect Dak Prescott to be able to do that, right? Or he's a trash quarterback, or he isn't worth getting paid, or he shouldn't get his money. Whatever type of hateful rhetoric you can pull out of your ass. It's crazy to me that you guys believe this when there's so much information available on the internet that supports the contrary, that Dak Prescott is literally one of the better quarterbacks in this entire generation. Hell, you want to talk about playoffs? Okay. Dak actually has a top 20 in NFL history, a top 20 passer rating in the playoffs as well, guys. I'm just saying, Dak is not chopped liver in the playoff. He needs more help from his defense. He needs the type of performances that Patrick Mahomes' defense put up last season when they were the #2 scoring defense and they didn't allow people to score points. Regardless of what statistics you look at, whether it's the best quarterbacks on third down last season, #1 on that list is Dak Prescott, even above the tush-push merchant, Jalen Hurts. Or you want to look at the highest scoring teams in the entire NFL since 2019, the Cowboys are at the top of that list. What all of this tells me is the fact that Dak Prescott is far from being the problem with the Dallas Cowboys. To be quite frank, I actually feel sorry for the Cowboys fans that can't get their head out of their ass, because they're gonna miss enjoying and actually being able to savor and just immerse themselves in the moment probably the best quarterback in Dallas Cowboys history by the time it's all said and done. Like I said, it's gonna take one playoff run, one Super Bowl ring is going to completely flip the narrative as it pertains to Dak Prescott, and the conversation instantly becomes talking about whether or not he's a first ballot Hall of Famer or not. That in itself, the fact that he's that close to being able to have those type of conversations about him should let you know as fans, it's foolish to just want to throw this type of player away. You're not guaranteed to get another guy that's going to come in and can emulate the productivity of the best quarterback in the league. Patrick Mahomes is undoubtedly the best quarterback in the league. I'm not making this video to make a case that Dak Prescott is better than Patrick Mahomes. What I'm making this video to make a case of is Dak Prescott would essentially be Peyton Manning to Patrick Mahomes' Tom Brady if people could get their head out of their ass and that stupid toxic ring culture BS didn't take over all of sports dialogue. Talking about who did and didn't win a ring in a sport in which 33 players any given game, and that's just counting the starters, 33 players have an impact on the outcome of a game, and really 66 different players have an impact on the outcome of a game in a football game for both teams, visitor and home. Do you realize how ridiculous it sounds to try to apply wins and losses to only one of those positions when there are literally 66 different people in any given football game that can have an impact on the outcome of said game? Guys, this isn't the NBA. This isn't tennis. This isn't golf. This isn't one of the sports where you can look at an individual and say he's 90% responsible for what's going on the court, on the field, whatever it may be. Football is a game with 1,000 moving parts involved, and it's just sad to me that the most casual fans out there just really, truly can't actually appreciate when they are watching greatness, because you're watching greatness with Dak Prescott, and something tells me we're just seeing the tip of the iceberg. My man's is just entering his prime, and he's only been getting better by the year. It's easy to dilute conversations by dismissing 90% of what a player puts out in his career by only looking at the 10% during the playoffs, when there's so many other factors that take place that play into whether a team wins or not in the playoffs. All I know is the facts are facts. Dak Prescott is one of those ones. Either way, we steep. Same old Cowboys. See you guys on the next one.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Oh, shut up, my boy. Hey! I'm still them boys.